Are the fundamentals of the U.S. economy strong now?
I'm worried about the economy, Mark, and I say that with full recognition. The markets have hit all-time highs. Unemployment has stayed relatively low, and I think that inflation has stayed somewhat in check, a more recent uptick. But I think if you look underneath that, you continue to see worrisome trends on the employment front. I know the president is inclined to fire a BLS director if he doesn't get the numbers he wanted. But I think that much of what the current trade policy is doing is creating a lot of softness in the economy. And so, markets were all-time highs in 2008 before financial crisis. And I think sometimes that we should celebrate where they are, but I think the underlying underpinnings of the economy are much softer. And I think that there's actually growing concern inside the administration because they've seen some of these job numbers too. And whereas they highlight some of the trade deals they claim they've reached, I think that there's growing concern that many small businesses are basically shuttering. We've had highest number of bankruptcies in the last couple of months since 2010. And I think that I would be very concerned if I were inside the administration today about where the economy is.
Do you share President Trump's view that the Trump-Pence administration had the strongest economy in the history of the country, the first term?
I think that the Trump-Pence administration had a remarkable economic turnaround from the Obama years. I think that the tax relief of 2017 did bring back a lot of companies. I think there's a lot of focus in the media about saying that it was a reward for the rich. But I mean, keep in mind, one thing he campaigned on in 2016 was bringing jobs back. And I think where he was successful was less in forcing companies back with tariff policy. It was an incentive to say, America's corporate tax system at 35% had a higher corporate tax rate than communist China. It was out of whack. And so when we lowered it to 21%, you saw a lot of companies come back to the United States and bring jobs back. And I think it was an enormous success. Having said that, there's no doubt that the last year of the administration was tarnished by the COVID situation. So I think that we did have a remarkable economy that was going strong until the pandemic struck.